It takes us 2 days to make this dish. We're going to make a spice blend, an amazing combination of roasting spices and grinding them, adding salt and turmeric and chili powder to it. The second step, peeling it. That's Raga. We share the same last name, Khanna.
Actually, every day for lunch, I used to have this.
Very important thing is when you eat a pineapple in Asia, you know the taste of pineapple. You don't have to do much to it because they're so intense, sweet, the flavor, the sourness, the notes. It's so floral. But here the pineapple is not so great as compared to what we get back in Asia. That is why we have to do so much more work on them to get the flavor inside them. Bless the person who invented this tool. Saved all of us so much time. Next, we're going to roast some spices. So it's very important we dry roast the spices a little bit because all the spices contain natural oils and this heat brings the best out of them, and which are important to do this freshly every single morning. You cannot and should not rush this process. So slowly released flavors have different aroma. And now it's the time to massage these pineapples. This really helps to penetrate the flavors inside the pineapple. It breaks down the tissues because of the salt and the citrus we've added to it. Sometimes, if it's very juicy pineapple, within the first 5 minutes, it starts releasing the juices. That's what you want. You can see how moist it is. This is the best part of this dish. Okay, let's go. We are boiling it in a brine which has pineapple juice. Make it very moist, tender. It also helps get the flavors penetrated inside pineapple. This takes about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how firm the pineapples are. When you look at the dishes what I create here, they look a little different than actually the way they are back home in the motherland. Because we are in New York City, we have to redefine a lot of stuff, but without taking anything away from it. I think we are adding multiple layers to every dish to make people feel that this is an extension of the cuisine and this is the extension of their home. I feel that it has to follow the simple statement, innovation without alienation. That we want to constantly innovate, but we do not want to alienate from the original mother cuisine. This is yogurt kebab, and I know a lot of people think that the name doesn't work for them, but I promise you this will be one of the best dishes you will eat. It's almost like having fried ice cream where you have a crust of the ice cream. Every table is getting this kebab. And when the New York Times rated it as one of the best dishes in New York, this was like the best for us. When people think of the word kebab, they always think of meat on skewers or proteins. But in Indian cuisine, our primary focus is vegetarian cooking and how to make it more interesting and more flavorful. This is my magical tool, masala dabba, spice box. I'm obsessed with my spice boxes. We have a big collection of them. They just look so beautiful. And every time I open a spice box, it makes me realize that how fortunate am I to have grown up with these flavors. This is just a regular full-fat yogurt. This goes into our piping bag. We are piping out our seasoned yogurt. So this is going to get frozen. And now we're going to start working on ketafi, which is the main element of this dish. Ketafi is noodles from Middle East. They're like shredded puff pastry. And I think these are one of the most versatile noodles in the world. You see them a lot in Middle Eastern dessert. It's pliable, but it's still firm. And that is what really worked for us for this recipe. We place it just like this, and we wrap it. And by the way, this is the first time we are showing the recipe of this. We've never shown this recipe because we're so proud of it. People keep asking, how did you get the yogurt inside this? This is how we get it inside this. Sealing is the key to it. And that's where use of ketafi is important because you see how pliable ketafi is. Now, we seal this again and put this back in the freezer. This is so that the shape does not move. Just be patient. We're going to freeze this and then we're going to fry it. This is how we want the guest to enjoy it. Hot and crispy on the outside and warm, hot, piping seasoned yogurt on the inside. It's like a warm mother's hug. It's so good. You guys have to try this. This is our multi-layered mint paratha and the chef Gurpreet. We've worked together for 16 years now, almost. He was this much when he came to me. Bread is the soul of Indian food. For people who do not know much about Indian cuisine, please remember that Indians eat fresh bread with their food. It's traditional, it's important, we take it very seriously. And whenever we fire a table, we fire the breads after 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So when the curries are getting ready, the searing is happening, everything is going on, the bread chef will not start till the second fire happens, and that is when Gurpreet will be doing the breads. So it has to be coordinated that the breads are steaming hot in Indian restaurant. So we're going to do the first naan. It's always supposed to be very auspicious for the first bread. For most of us who grew up in India, this is like the base of our kitchens and restaurant life. This is the foundation. If you can't do a good bread in an Indian restaurant, it's very difficult to succeed. This dough is very, very wet. It's not tight dough. So it's very easy for us to stick it. One of the best parts of Indian cooking, fresh breads. Television happened to me by mistake. Chef Gordon Ramsay took me to LA so that I could be a part of the judges for MasterChef America. Didn't work out because I left home with a promise to my grandmom, I'm going to win a Michelin star. I felt that if I get into this, I'm never going to have that focus. Junoon, we opened. We got the Michelin star within a few months of opening, and that is when the MasterChef India happened. It's about 200 million people who watch the show, and I've been doing it for 16 years, and I absolutely feel it's my responsibility to do that. Even if I show a new dish on the show, there are thousands of people who copy it, and they feel that, this is the new way of cooking Indian food. I felt that communication and the thread was necessary to connect it back to the future generation of Indian Michelin star chefs. This is chicken anarkali. Anarkali means the blossoms of pomegranate. So everything in this chicken comes with a little bit of pomegranate, from the first marination to the glaze, even to the chutneys made by pomegranate seeds. This is the clay oven. It goes right in there. It's an quintessentially Indian technique. One of the most important techniques of Indian cooking is tandoor. These are clay ovens. It was always charcoal or wood. But in America, we use gas, and the temperature can go up to 700 degrees, which is amazing for charring meats. This is the sauce in which it is going to get glazed. It's not traditional, but I feel that this is where all the flavor is. That's pomegranate molasses. It adds a beautiful sourness. And then we also add India's best cheese, that's Amul cheese. It's almost like cheddar, but just much better. Once it gets done, we're going to use the glaze and brush it a little bit so that it penetrates the chicken. We use the glaze twice. Once it to make sure that this penetrates everywhere. The chicken is almost done because it has a lot of cheese. With the heat, the cheese is going to get stuck to the chicken. This is what makes a chicken anarkali so different. This pineapple has been in this mixture, the spice mixture, for about 10 to 12 minutes. And I already feel the intense flavor coming along. And we also started making the sauce. This is one of the most important ingredients of this sauce. Those are black mustard seeds. They really know how to dance when you add them to hot oil. They're going to splatter all over the place. We have coconut oil. It's a big batch of sauce which is happening. And we do this every single day before service. Because we want the sauce to be very smooth, we're not adding any red chilies or to change the color. We want it very fluorescent yellow color. That's why we add green chili paste. This is very important because traditionally they'll use a lot of red chilies to this. And the sauce will turn to almost red, but we wanted a bright sunlight. So that became my idea. No, we should use an intense yellow color of turmeric. It's like gold. That brightness comes from instant cooling. And now, for thickening of this, we use slurry of rice, flour, water, and coconut milk. This is the last stage of the pineapple. This is very unique sugar from Kalustians. It's coconut sugar. Because this is going to go through intense temperature. and the regular sugar really burns it. You can see how different caramelization of coconut sugar is. If this was regular sugar in high temperature, it would have burnt. And this is a very unique thing, again from the same region. That's how we fill up the little hole. This is spicy banana ketchup, which goes right in the middle, and that is ready to be picked up. We are making a dessert now which we haven't shown to anyone yet. It's called mango three-way with saffron. So we are using this saffron from the valleys of Kashmir in India. Just to let you know, it takes 70,000 flowers to make 1 pound of saffron. And this is all hand-plucked. This is one of the world's highest grade saffron. I want the meal to end on a very high note. It's a whole new form of putting the king of fruits, mangoes, and India's national bird, peacock, together. And you're gonna see how creatively we're gonna use the inspiration from cassata ice cream, which is a childhood favorite for most of the kids who grew up in India. You're gonna add 30 ounces of mango puree. We're using peels of oranges. It's extremely important we balance out the oversweet mangoes with a little bit of citrus and a pinch of salt. We're gonna add dried rose petals, cardamom, and fennel seeds. And one surprising element is I'm gonna add 1 chili to this batch. I'm just gonna, this is like a Thai chili or serrano. And now the most important ingredient, saffron. In this stage, I just need the color from the saffron and the flavor. I'm gonna bring this to a boil, remove from heat, and let this rest for an hour so that all the flavors are released in the mango base.
Your inspiration from that?
This is it. You don't see this? So this is John George's inspiration of getting this the right size, placing it right here. And then starts the second layer. You're gonna place a little bit of fresh mangoes here. It's a homemade mango ice cream. And you're gonna be surprised with the motif on it, which is India's national bird. This is candied papaya. Candied fruits are a very important part of cassata ice cream. Our new mango three-ways. Guys, 5 o'clock, service is starting. Good luck. Our fish is coming from Maharashtra. There's a region called Malwan. They have mastered the art of roasting coconut and chilies, but they also have one of the best jaggeries or raw sugars in India. So I've combined all those spicy flavors, smoky notes of coconut, and made a marination unusual for salmon. We serve it on a bed of banana ketchup. And then on top of that, we have a pickle which is made from lotus stems. When you'll visit Bungalow, you're going to see so many traditions and rituals which happen during service also. So everyone who's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, a big moment, baby shower, I bring them a dessert which is inspired by my mom's cold coffee. In India, this is a very special drink for us. So we make a mousse out of it and we get a coffee from Araku Valley only. It's a very unique valley in India. I take that to almost every table. I do my best. It is because I promised my sister I'll do it. I'll be part of every celebration which will happen here. More than that, you will see something amazing which happens in the restaurant. The emotions are so visible of people's excitement or being a part of one large family. It's almost like visiting back home, your family, but there's a huge wedding going on and somehow I'm the bride's father who's making sure everybody's happy.